Howdy y'all, my name is Hector. Welcome to Bastrop State Park, and I'm going to go ahead and show you all the beautiful resources we have to offer. So come with me on this journey as we travel back in time to the first time that a Spanish explorer actually explored this area and discovered all these pines that we have here in this area. His name was Domingo Terán de los Rios. He actually discovered this park in, or not this park, this area, back in 1691, and through his discovery 100 years later, that's when Stephen F. Austin was able to go ahead and get land grants from Mexico to go ahead and colonize this area. One reason was because of how beautiful and how much resources this area had to offer for all the beginning colonists coming in. So these resources were very treasured back then, and as today they're still treasured now. But as we move on, we can go ahead, and the park was first established actually in 1937. It was established when FDR created the Civilian Conservation Corps. And during the Great Depression, it was a great opportunity to help young men find work, go make $25, $30 for the month, and help establish and cherish the resources that this area had to offer, so other Texans and future Americans can go ahead and explore and enjoy the resources that are here at Bastrop State Park. Do you have any questions?
What other trees grow here other than pines?
Well, as you can kind of see, we got some regular Texas spruce, but up here to the left, we can see actually a pine and an oak growing together, which is going to bring a good point here, is that at 2011, we actually had one of the worst recorded Texas wildfires here. So as all the clearing happened and lots burnt, we got regrowth going on. So what we have is we have oak, we have walnut, we have cedar, and we have the pines, the trees that are growing. So right now they're competing for space. So the oaks are growing at a quicker rate, so we actually kind of have to maintain and control their population so we can bring back some of these pines. But as we can see, after 6 years, the pines are doing all right. And compared to the 100-foot tall pines over there, these 12-foot pines, they'll get there eventually.
Is that what they average in height?
It's a little over 100. Some actually are said to have reached 160 feet. So please, let's watch our step on this trail. It's a little rocky, it can be a little slick. As we can look out here, we can actually see some of the fire that happened in 2011. It was one of the worst droughts in Texas around that time, and that's what created the fuel to go ahead and clear out a lot of this forest. But within 6 years, we can go ahead and we can see a lot of growth come back, and the pines are really flourishing thanks to a lot of volunteers coming in and helping actually bring back these trails so people can enjoy. Another thing you might notice is that the dirt here looks a little sand-like. It's actually a perfect environment for these pines to actually flourish, and as well, it's actually a great habitat for the endangered Houston toad, which this park also protects. It has the biggest population for the Houston toad here in this area, so it's a good place where they can call it their home. You might have actually seen as you're coming in, this place is referred to as the Lost Pines.
The Lost Pines, why?
Well, honestly, all the pines are males and they don't like to ask for directions. Realistically, what happened, it was just because of Texas being underwater and the rivers in that area actually divided, cut across the pines, so we believe they actually separated these pines hundreds of years ago to where these pines and those pines have actually adapted. These pines have actually adapted to this area, and they're able to survive because of the low rainfall in this area. So they are very different to the eastern pines in East Texas. As we're coming up here, we're going to see this bridge. Please be careful. Children fall in all the time, and they don't want to keep continuing.
I can see why.
And the color of the water is just this way because of actually the sandy soil. It actually brings in a reflection to make it look a lot dirtier than really what the water is. The water does actually flow through this area at a really slow pace. And over over here we can see some of the stonework the CCC actually put up using natural stones in the area to actually build up that wall to help prevent erosion and things going into this creek area. And they built that all the way in the 1930s. I mean, also the CCC actually also helped with when establishing. It was built with the National Park Services under the architect of Arthur Fair, who helped establish, build, and follow the park regulations to make sure that it was followed to code. Please watch out steps here. You see some of the native Texas berries the trail has to offer. Not berries that we should eat, but they're here. So other animals that you may see when I'm not talking so loud are deer and pileated woodpeckers. They're actually one of the largest woodpeckers in the world, and they actually live around here. So we're going to just take a moment of silence and see if we can actually hear any in the area. Yep, we're going to keep moving. Lots more to see. So another thing on the fire, that the forest fire, as devastating as it was, it actually really is a natural thing, and it really does help actually clear out some of the brush for the pines. Unfortunately, because of the drought, it was so bad, pines are actually really resistant. But because the fire was so bad, it actually took out and killed a lot of them. You can see some of the charred pines that were taken down, and we can see how some of the trees have fallen over. Lots of this clearing stuff, actually, it really helped when Hurricane Sandy came in. It actually pushed naturally a lot of these trees out of the area to help other plant life take its place and grow.
The old and the new.
Old and new, that's right. But to the left, you can also see, I mean, how tall those pines were, and they're just dead. They're just burnt right there. Yep, nope, that one's definitely dead. But to our right, it's just really interesting how some pines were able to survive in this fire while others weren't. So over here we can see a little cluster of little pines actually going to take the place of the bigger pines. Do you have any more questions?
Not right now.
Okay. Well, up here, this is where I like to go. Please watch your step. Pines are growing at a really good rate. I'm thinking within 6 decades, maybe 10 decades, we'll actually start seeing this forest come back.
What's this structure up ahead?
The structure right here was actually a well for the CCC. It helped the workers dig and pull up water from the ground.
Wow.
So they used the same the sandstone all around to the area to keep everything natural. And as we see these little pines here growing, we can see out in the distance where the flames had actually taken the land and burnt all 96% of the pines, just destroyed. But within this tragedy comes anew, and soon enough Bastrop State Park will have its pines everywhere once again. So I hope y'all enjoyed this trail. Please, as you're exploring the trails on your own, don't be like the pines and be lost. Ask for help, because the trails are long, and enjoy your time.